everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. US Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here I come again.
Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Harrison Smith's play has been so good in the NFL that he demands the respect of everyone. And I remember a couple of years ago when we talked about the top safeties, his name didn't come up in the first group. It does now. I remember doing a game a couple of years ago where the Rams were trying a lot of razzle-dazzle stuff. And Mike Zimmer, his head coach, pretty much said, sick him to Harrison Smith, and he ended that in a hurry. He can play close to the line of scrimmage, can also cover deep.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. We're scoreless after one. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught. Jones. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers again now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And again, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shamar Stephen busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 13 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 43 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find his receiver. That's Chad Beebe. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Cousins now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
First down now, but that clock rolling. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Holding. Offense.
That one whistled against David Bakhtiari. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
On play action, Cousins. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Squeeze, double. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On the delay, Jones. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay 1st down. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line.
54, right there.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Cousins and the Vikings down 17-14, 40 seconds to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. Cousins to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
And I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this because knowing that the next point you give up, lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive. Not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cook, and an alley to run. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.